Love day, and more love day. What's up, 23% Nation? Coach D is back, and yes, you guessed it. Today we're discussing love. Why? Because it is love day. So, welcome to day 4 of the 23% challenge. Day 4, ladies and gentlemen, is love day. And we're in the month of June. So, June 2016. So without any further delay, let's go ahead and dive right on in. Okay, so big questions. When and what is Love Day all about? Well, let's always remember, guys, 23% challenge is the first 7 days of every month. So being that it's the 4th of June, well, guess what? It's Love Day. That's right. So whether it's June 4th, July 4th, August 4th, December 4th, it's always going to be Love Day. Now, what is Love Day all about? Well, guys, I just want to let you know that Love Day is simply about loving. That's right. So whether you are showing love to yourself, whether you're showing love to a significant other, or whether you're sharing love with a total stranger, that's exactly what you're supposed to do during Love Day. It's also an opportunity for us to improve our spiritual wellness. So let's get ready to talk more about that good old 4-letter word LOVE. All right, but first, let's get into the benefits of Love Day. Now, trust me, there are tons and tons and tons of benefits to participating in Love Day. But there's just one in particular benefit that I really want to stress today. And that one benefit is that it increases our sense of self-worth, right? So then what does that mean? Self-worth. All right, well, don't worry, I'm going to help you out. It is the sense of one's own value or worth as a person. So now that brings up a question. What do you value about yourself? What do you feel you are worthy of? So remember, guys, this is the 23% challenge. So we now have to ask ourselves, are we worthy of money? Are we worthy of love and gratitude and forgiveness? Are we worthy of wealth? Are we worthy of good, wholesome, nutritious food? Well, if you don't think you are, guys, I'm here to tell you that you most certainly are. That's right, guys. Coach D is here to let you know that if your sense of self-worth, or we can use the word self-esteem, is rather low, then don't worry. I got a few ways to help you increase, or we can say enhance your self-worth, or we can say self-esteem. So hold on tight because Coach D is going to help you out. Get ready. Here we go. All right. But first, let's talk about the details of Love Day. Now, remember, guys, in previous videos, we've discussed that there are basically 2 parts to Love Day. Okay. Part 1, as you can see here, is to perform one random act of kindness for a stranger. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. So today, we are all about showing love. But in particular, we want to show love to a stranger. So now what I like to do is share with you approximately 20 different ways in which you can perform a random act of kindness for a stranger. Okay, now I may go through these a little quickly, but if you're watching, you can always pause, you can always rewind. That way you'll get the full benefit of the entire video. So here we go. All right, so here are a few random acts of kindness that we can do. We can hold the door for someone. We can pay for someone's purchase at a store, restaurant, or theater. Now, I've done that, okay? It worked out really well. Something else that we can do, we can pay someone a compliment, right? So maybe we can tell someone that they look beautiful, or nice hair, nice shoes, nice dress, or maybe your breath smells nice, okay? Moving on. A few more examples. We can give blood. We can smile, wave, and say hello to a complete stranger. We can give an extra tip for a waiter or waitress who, of course, it deserves it. Okay. We can also volunteer at a homeless shelter, a soup kitchen, or a senior citizens home. We can also donate money or time to your favorite charity. Now, keep something in mind. The amount of time or the amount of money that you decide to donate does not matter as long as you do it. Our next example, we can always introduce ourselves to a neighbor that we've never spoken to or one that we've never met before. Or perhaps you may have just received a new neighbor. Maybe someone just moved in and you may want to give them a housewarming gift. Go ahead, try it. I'm sure it'll work. We can also offer a cold bottle of water to a mail carrier, a garbage man, or a crossing guard. Another example could be to donate flowers to a nursing home or to a hospital. Another example, send a thank you card to a serviceman, a firefighter, or a police officer. Okay. Some other things to consider. We can join the bone marrow registry or donate bone marrow. All right. We can keep an extra umbrella at work so you can lend it out when it rains. Okay. We could donate old clothes and furniture to Goodwill or to the Salvation Army. Now, guys, I've done that. It worked out really, really well. All right. We can also carry around a care package of food or toiletries that you can then give to a homeless person. Another random act of kindness could be to sign up to become an organ donor. Okay. So, there are more. We can plant a tree or a plant. Okay. You can carry around a $5 gift card. So you can give it to someone who does something very awesome. Okay. I've done that too. It worked out really, really well. The stranger, I believe his name was Steven. It worked out lovely. He loved it. Okay. All right. So I just went through about 20 different examples of ways that you can perform your random act of kindness. All you have to do is choose one. Now, the question is, which one are you going to choose? Okay, now guys, let's now move forward to our second act for Love Day. Now, the second thing that you want to do for Love Day is you want to perform at least one act of self-love. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. So remember, your first act is a random act of kindness for a stranger, and then your second act is an act of self-love. That's right. So it's time to be nice to yourself. So get ready, because now I'm going to give you a few examples of how we can show ourselves a little more love. All right. You can do something you love to do. Now, this is very, very important. Number one, you got to love to do it, but then you want to make sure that it's only something that you do on rare occasions. Try not to do something that you do every day, because if you do something that you normally do every day, then it may not feel that special. Okay, so remember, guys, your act of self-love is supposed to make you feel unique, special, and loved. So try to do something that you rarely ever do. But what's most important is that you be very, very nice to yourself. Okay? All right. Here's another example of an act of self-love. Stop trying to be perfect, ladies and gentlemen. Nobody's perfect, right? We all have some faults and flaws here and there. Okay? So here's a good way that we can begin to show more love to ourselves. Number one is we can take a look in the mirror. That's right, guys. Take a look in the mirror in your birthday suit. Now, what does that mean, Coach D? Birthday suit? Never heard of that before. Well, it simply means that you're going to stand in front of the mirror completely naked. That's right. No clothes on. Okay. Full Monty, full nudity. Okay. And if you have a three-way mirror, that way you can see yourself from the side and from the rear, then go ahead and get in front of that three-way mirror. And then here's what you got to do. You got to find one thing about your body that you really, really love. All right. So is it your breasts? Is it your six pack? Is it the size of your butt or perhaps the shape of your butt? What about the shape of your nose? What about the color of your eyes? What about the length or the color or the texture of your hair? Just find one thing that you absolutely adore about yourself. All right? And that, believe it or not, is an act of self-love. Okay, here's another thing that we can do. We can begin to eat karma-free foods. Now, guys, when we talk about karma, right, what goes out comes back. Yes, just like a boomerang, right? Well, guess what? If you put karma-free foods inside of your body, then guess what will happen? More and more goodness will come your way. So, Coach D, how do I eat more karma-free foods? Well, remember, guys, it's the 23% challenge, and we are living strictly off of Mother Earth. So, all fruits, all vegetables, all nuts and seeds, all whole grains, all legumes, and of course, water is highly, highly recommended and only allowed. Okay, so go ahead, stuff your face with grapes, mangoes, onions, okay, turnips, kale, spinach, it doesn't matter, eat it all. Okay, a few more examples of self-love. Accept all compliments. That's right. So whether it's a man or a woman and they want to tell you that you look nice, you smell nice, then accept it. Just simply say thank you and smile. Okay. Now here's the thing about accepting a compliment. You don't always have to give a compliment back. Okay. So don't feel obligated to pay someone a compliment. If someone pays you a compliment, just simply smile and say thank you. If you feel as though they deserve one, perhaps you find them attractive, or maybe they've done something very nice to you or for you, then go ahead and share the compliment, but please do not feel obligated to do it. Now, it's important to accept all compliments, so why don't we start with ourselves first? So guys, here's your assignment for today. Pay yourself a compliment, right? So again, looking in the mirror, what do you like about your body? There has to be one thing. Maybe it's the shape of your head. Maybe it's the size of your feet. Maybe it's the length of your legs. I don't know, but you gotta find just one thing, okay? So accept all compliments, but most importantly, start with yourself first. Okay, next up, all right? Recognize that you are worthy of any and everyone's attention. That's right. No one is above you. No one is below you. So here's the assignment. Approach one person that you've been reluctant to approach for whatever reason. So just go over and say hello, right? So fellas, there's a nice young lady over there that you've been eyeing for the past few weeks or past few months, and go over and simply say hello. Go introduce yourself. Ladies, if there's a gentleman that you like, but you're afraid to go say hello because you have a fear of rejection, so what? Okay, just go over and say, hi, my name is Jill. Hi, my name is Michelle. That's all. You never know what can happen. All right. Perhaps you are at work and maybe you think you deserve a raise and you're a little reluctant to go talk to your boss or your supervisor or your manager about the raise. Today, I want you to stand up out of your chair and go talk to that person. That's right, guys. It is very, very important that we begin to show self-love. That's right, guys. Self-love is of utmost importance. And one of the ways that you can do that is to simply recognize that you are worthy of anyone and everyone's attention. Okay, here's our next example of self-love. Try not to take everything so personally. That's right, guys. Don't get upset if someone does not respond to your text, phone call, email, or social media post. One thing that we must get clear is that everybody has a life that does not, okay, evolve around us. So that being said, you have to understand that people are busy living their lives. And we also have to understand that everyone loves differently. That's right. So try not to take everything so personally. If someone doesn't respond to your text, if someone doesn't respond to your email, if someone doesn't like your picture, even though you like theirs, then so what? at least you're showing love to strangers or perhaps to people. But again, do not take everything personally. The people just may be busy. You never know. All right. A few more examples of self-love. Find your signature, find your vision, be original and unique. Ladies and gentlemen, Coach D is here to let you know today that we are waiting on you. That's right, guys. Everybody has a light that deserves to shine. So Coach D is waiting on you to let your light shine. That's all you have to do. So please stop competing with other people. The only person you need to compete with is the person you were yesterday. Right? So then what does that mean, Coach D? Well, all that means is that while you are pursuing your vision, whatever it is, you need to make sure that you are doing something to affirm your vision every single day. Right, so what does that mean? Well, it could be as simply as you producing a new video every day. You contacting someone that's going to help out your business. If you're trying to lose weight, maybe talk with a trainer or talk with someone who knows much more about diet, exercise, and health than you do. Again, it's very important that we pursue our vision, okay? And make sure that every day you're taking steps, whether it's a big step or a small step, to move yourself forward. I hope that helps you out. All right. So now that we've gone through examples of random acts of kindness for strangers, and we've also gone through examples of self-love, Coach D, what did you do? I want to know. Okay, guys, check it out. I accepted 3 friend requests on Facebook from 3 complete strangers. Guys, listen, I didn't know these people from Tom, Dick, and Harry down the street. All right. But here's my position on that. Even though I didn't know who those individuals were, somehow, some way they found out about me, Coach D. And so I know that all I'm doing on Facebook is I am spreading positivity. I am spreading wealth, love, abundance, and prosperity, and forgiveness and gratitude. So perhaps these individuals are in need of what I'm offering. You see? So ladies and gentlemen, today Coach D wants to let you know that never ever shortchange yourself. You never know that what you may be offering, someone else may be in need of. You see? So if you are at all reluctant, hesitant to show love to strangers, then please always remember that you have special skills, special abilities, and special qualities that the world is waiting on. So please never ever be afraid to let your light shine. All right, so Coach D, what did you learn? Okay. Guys, I learned that it's okay to show love to strangers. That's right. So again, even though I don't know who those people were or are, okay, it's still okay to show love to strangers. And I do understand that goes against what some of us were taught when we were younger. Stranger equals danger. Okay. But now let's just simply say that a stranger can be an opportunity to show love. That's it. All right, Coach D's tips. Guys, I always got tips. Why? Because I want you to be successful on Love Day. So check it out. For your random act of kindness, here are a few things that you want to be aware of. Number 1, be prepared for rejection. Remember, everyone loves differently, okay? No 2 people love alike. So some people, believe it or not, will reject you, okay? It happened to me. All right, so I know this firsthand. So be prepared for rejection. If you are rejected by a stranger, that's okay. Be flexible, meaning have a plan B, have a plan C. So I went over about 20 different examples of random acts of kindness that you can perform. So if your plan A doesn't work out, then always have a plan B and a plan C to fall back on. And here's my last little tip for your random act of kindness for a stranger is that you must not force it on someone. Ladies and gentlemen, we cannot, especially during the 23% challenge, we cannot coerce people in order for us to fall in love. Okay, so don't force it. If someone rejects you, say thank you and move on. Always remember to be loving. All right, now I have tips for our act of self-love. Number one, while you are performing your act of self-love, regardless of what it is, it's important that you focus on how you feel. Now, hopefully those feelings are love, joy, bliss, and excitement. So focus on those feelings, okay? My second tip for your act of self-love is to go alone. That's right, because chances are it's going to be a little difficult for you to coordinate your schedule with someone else and to make sure that they want to do what you want to do. So to keep it simple, go alone. But if you're the type that doesn't like to do anything alone, okay, we'll talk about that later, then make sure that you go with someone who is supportive, not only of your choices, but make sure that they're supportive of you doing the 23% challenge. Guys, this is very, very important. All right. So if they're going to tell you, no, don't do that, no, stop, do it later, then you simply say, okay, I understand your perspective, but this is ultimately for and about me. It's my love day, so I have to do it. So that's why I recommend either you go alone or you go with someone who is most certainly supportive of your choices. All right, guys, please, let's not forget the vegan diet, okay? Now, lately I've been getting a few questions about canned foods, okay? Apparently everybody's into canned goods now. Well, okay, let's talk about that very quickly. What we have to understand is that during the 23% challenge, we are living off of Mother Earth. Now, if you prefer to eat your fruits and vegetables and nuts and seeds out of a can, then it's kind of okay. It's not the best. I mean, if we're going to create a scale of what's best to what's worst, then ideally fresh is best. Frozen would be second best, and canned would definitely be last. Here's the reason why canned items are last. Anything, or in this case, any food that's placed inside of a can needs to be preserved, which means chemicals, and let's be specific, synthetic chemicals will be added to that food product just so that it remains fresh on the shelf until you actually purchase it, open it, and then lastly, eat it. So please understand that Coach D will allow canned foods, but Coach D does not and probably will never, ever recommend canned foods over fresh or frozen. All right. So I hope that helps you out if you are considering consuming canned foods while on the 23% challenge. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, Coach D wants to thank you for listening. I, of course, want to thank you for watching. All right. And our take-home message for today, after all, it is Love Day. So guys, you know what? Let's be like Nike. Nike says just do it, but Coach D is going to say just love. That's all you have to do, guys, is just love. And that is our take-home message for today. Part 2 of our take-home message is, as always, let's eat well, let's feel well, let's think well, let's do well, and ultimately, let's be well. Question of the day. That's right, because Coach D has an inquiring mind. We want to know. Plus, I want to kind of help encourage you to write a comment. Okay, so here's our question of the day. It's a very easy question. Look, how will you show love today? That's all you have to do. And remember this, love is an action verb, so it means to take action. So once again, our question of the day is, how will you show love today? Ladies and gentlemen, Guys and girls, boys and girls, Coach D is out. Always remember, peace, blessings, and Coach D loves you. Stay tuned because there is definitely more to come.